All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. I hope you guys are having a nice Christmas Eve. Tonight, I'm going to make it short and simple. We got two good games coming up actually tomorrow. We got the Kansas City Chief visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers at 1 o'clock. And we have the Baltimore Ravens visiting the Houston Texans. Two key matchup here, and this is going to be playoff implication. Who's going to take over the AFC North? We don't know, but let me start looking at the playoffs. First, here's the playoff picture. If the playoff ends today, this is what you see. The Chief will be, of course, first round bye. The Bronco will visit the Buffalo Bills. The Chargers will visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Ravens will visit the Houston Texans. As you see, everything is changing, of course, because there's still two more games left in the season. Then we have in the NFC, we have, of course, the Lions. Now that they won 13-2, they so far still have the first round bye. But remember, they go face to face the last game of the season against the Minnesota Vikings. If the Vikings win this Sunday, then it's going to be for the battle for that division and who will be the first round seed. So we got Washington Commanders at Philadelphia. Of course, this is only if the season ends today. Then we got the Packers with the Rams, and then we got the Vikings with the Falcons. A lot of teams this weekend lost key games, like Dallas beating Tampa Bay. Seattle losing. So now this Sunday, a lot of key games, guys, for the playoffs. So here's the 4:30 game between the Ravens and the Texans. Then we have the 1 o'clock game, the one that I was talking about. This is the one that will help the Miami Dolphins, believe it or not, because if the Chief won this and takes the first round bye, they have nothing to play for at the end of the season. Why? Because they'll put all their backup players in, and that's part of football, guys. So, yes, the Dolphins, the Bengals, and the Indianapolis Colts are still in the hunt, believe it or not, with 2 games remaining. Guys, anything can happen. I try to stay positive as much as you can. I'm going to give you some statistics, actually, for this game here, Chiefs and Steelers. My main concern is that Chief has to really, really stop Kareem Hunt. They got to stop the running game. If the Steelers cannot stop the running game, okay, the Chiefs are going to win this game. Now, I do believe Mahomes is still injured, believe it or not. You might say he's not. You're playing a Pittsburgh defense that's very aggressive. Tough loss against the Ravens. Okay, of course, divisional opponent, a team, but I like Pittsburgh on this one. I really do have. I have Pittsburgh for the upset. I have Pittsburgh by winning by 3 points. It is difficult. The records would be 14-1 for the Chiefs, and I know the record of Pittsburgh is 10-5. But listen, Pittsburgh wants to win the division. At least they want to take that crown from that division. So that game is interesting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Once again, I want to thank all my subscribers, all the likes, all the thumbs up. Guys, man, be safe for actually Christmas Eve. And then, of course, we got Christmas tomorrow. And also we have New Year's coming up. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing. I did send some shorts today. I guess people are not in the Christmas spirit. I don't know why, but I am, because this is the day that, the Lord has made for us to rejoice, to have, spend time with your family. And that's not only this time of the season, but it's every season. But anyhow, I like the Steelers by 3 points. The statistics I was going to give you is, average passing yards per game, 241 for the Chiefs, 216 for the Steelers. Average running the ball, kind of fair both ways, 112 for the Chiefs, 126 for the Steelers. Average Average total yards a game, 338 for the Chiefs and 324 for the Steelers. So I mean 324. So it's a good matchup both ways. So the key here, once again, Pittsburgh needs to stop the run. They got to stop the run, regardless. Okay. Then we're gonna go to the actually Texans game. Okay. This is the game, once again, both team, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. And this might end up into the last game of the season also. Who's going to win the AFC North? So I like the Ravens. I think they're going to put pressure on Stroud. Texans, I mean, listen, even though the Dolphins lost to them, but they struggle. They're having an issue right now with their offensive line. They had to protect Stroud. Now, I know the Texans picked up former wide receiver from the Ravens. Once again, I'm a firm believer one player is not going to make the difference. I mean, it's the whole entire team, guys. Let's be honest. So this team, another thing, actually both teams, playoff implication. Okay, Texas won their division, hands down. Okay, who knows? They might rest their players. We don't know that. That could be a possibility. So then you got the last matchup at the end of the season, which the Steelers and the Ravens are going to look who wants the title, who wants to win it. Pittsburgh cannot afford another loss, especially what happened the back-to-back games against the Eagles and now against the Ravens. Look at the yards they allowed in the ground. So that needs to stop. If they can hold the ground game, it's going to be a long day for Kansas City. I'm a firm believer in that. I know that Chief fans say, well, if that happens and Buffalo win, they're still waiting for the last game, which is going to be meaningful, and that's good for the Dolphins because they play the Denver Broncos at home in Kansas City, and that could be for the first seed because Buffalo's playing a good ball, even though they struggle with the New England last Sunday. But once again, I mean, this is a tight one seed. Number one seed for the round. I mean, Buffalo's 12-3. If Kansas City loses, they'll go to 14-2, and Buffalo win. Who knows, guys? Who knows? They could wrap up the AFC East. So, but anyhow, that's all I got for you guys, man. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your family once again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Listen, it's playoff football. It's the best thing of the year right now. And you know what? I want to thank you guys once again for subscribing. Once again for giving me the likes button, the thumbs up. I hope you gets a lot of present under the trees. Your sons, your kids, your family. Have fun with that, guys. That's the most important thing in the world. Is spending time with your family. And then Wednesday football. And then we go back to Thursday night, and then we go back to the weekend and see what happens. See if any Hunt team can make it to the actual playoffs this year. Anyhow, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed night, and see you guys soon. Thank you.